Hello everybody, so I'm going to be starting off saying hello and welcome back to an old game that I haven't played on this live in a while. But I'm going to be showing you how to play Star Trek Online when you're just a beginner. I'm going to be going through all the steps until I get to level 10. So first off, what you're going to do is I would honestly recommend choosing Starfleet or Klingon Defense Force, either one of those first. I would recommend you not choose Discovery or TOS immediately, and do not choose Dominion if you're just beginning, because it'll set you up with one of the hardest things to do, starting you off at level 60, and you'll have to find a way to basically use the controls and everything immediately. Otherwise, you're gone. There's no way you're coming out of that. You'll get really mad at the game. Romulan Republic is also another good start one, but you have to choose between Klingon and Starfleet. Frankly, I wouldn't choose that one just yet. Same with Dominion, you have to choose between Starfleet and Klingon, but I'd choose Starfleet when you're just beginning, considering you recognize some of the characters if you've ever watched Star Trek. Now, since I'm male, I'm gonna go with the guy character. Now you have a huge selection. I'm fine with being a girl in the game, but I'm just doing this as a tutorial, and I'm going to delete the character basically after I'm done with using him as tutorial for level 10 to level 20, and then level 30, 40, 50, 60. So there's a bunch of species you could choose. I actually have some species that you cannot normally get when you just begin, such as Vacation and a few others. So here's a human, Andorian, loads. This is the Andorian. Bajoran. Basically it looks like humans, and except for the nose, and they always wear earrings. Basically, I think you guys get the entire thing. You can even be a Vulcan. Now, I usually choose Vacation because they have a pounce ability and they do more damage with melee attacks. So I'm going to choose it. You'll notice I can't choose it in the beginning. But here is the choice that will decide basically your character's fate. Starfleet Engineering Officer, a Starfleet Science Officer, or a Starfleet Tactical Officer. The second you choose one of these, you cannot go back after you name your character and you start playing with your character. You cannot go back and change this. So this is basically going to decide what your character is. An engineer, basically you fly bigger ships, and you can also build like little drones that fly around, build turrets, all sorts of things. Science officers, they're mostly the medical of the team on ground. Also, I forgot to mention, engineers are also more like the space mechanics. They're more useful in space than on ground, but I found a way around that. But the science officers, you are more like, they get to throw chemicals, they get to throw like chemical grenades and all that. Some very dangerous stuff, but they're more of the medical guy of the team, the guy you'd want to count on to heal up the team. So I guess you could kind of consider this like D&D, to where engineering is the guard, science is the healer, and then tactical, which I'm about to explain, they do the most damage of the entire team most of the time. Sometimes you'll see an engineering officer doing a lot, sometimes you'll just see a science officer doing a lot. But tactical, you don't really need to focus on health, you're more wanting to do a lot of damage. Such as, you always want to get escort ships and all that when you're a tactical officer. Now, when you're just beginning, you have to make this decision, and usually it'll also depend on your playstyle. Are you wanting to be fast yet do a lot of damage? That is mostly the tactical. Are you wanting to heal but do minimal amount of damage but mostly heal on land? Also, these guys get to throw grenades and all that, but I'm gonna go ahead and choose tactical. I'll explain the rest later. If you've ever seen some of my other videos, you'll see that I can be a very dangerous person. So, they made a new start to Star Trek Online. So it is a very good idea for me to do this, considering they made a new start for Starfleet, where you start out. So this is just designing the character. When you're making your character, it's very laggy, but since this character is most likely going to be just used for tutorials, I'm not really going to design him. I'm just going to skip right past that, and press continue. Now, when you're just starting out, choose a name and just saying it cannot be an inappropriate name. You can either just randomize it to something. Sometimes you'll see a really funny name, like, I don't know. Like, look at that one. Can't say that, considering freaking. Even though I can't say a randomized name, because then YouTube will get mad at me, because it sounds very close to a certain word. Still waiting for me to get the email that says I'm live. Ah, there we go. So this game is basically an MMORPG. Give me just a second. I'm loading. Okay. Got to make sure it's running. Okay. Pretty sure the mic is up, otherwise it wouldn't have that white mic thing. Welcome to the stream. Oh, they left. Okay. Okay. So, let me think real quick. So, one thing that you gotta do for sure is you always want to also choose your name wisely, because then it'll cost Zen to change later, but you can always put in a nickname. That'll change it somewhat, but if people decide to view your bio, they'll see it. So let's go ahead with, also you do still want to be very careful with the name randomizer, because it may sound like a bad word whenever you find a name that you like. Hararo. Hararo. How do you say that? I think I said it right. Hararo. Okay, we'll go with that. Even the ship names, but they can actually be from just states, countries, cities, to Denver, Tango, it can be normal words, Midland, Pacific, Lexington, Western, Airlines, Clipper. But if you really want, you can always just YT man, YouTube man. But you can always just randomize it. Now this is kind of the same thing on PC. Of course, the controls are different, but this is basically the same exact thing. Don't worry. So, the USS Peru, see? I'll go with Java. So you can always change your ship name later. The first one is free, then you sometimes have to like pay a little bit. You can also always change most of your crew's name. Just the first few guys you get, you cannot change, because they're supposed to be like an important part of the story in the beginning, so. It's in their code. So, loading training day. Now, you guys will not get this screen because this is just first time, unless it's just a second time. If it's just second time, I'd always press I'll skip the tutorial, considering you know this game. Unless if you don't know it very well and you deleted the first character you made. I'd always click this, though, if you are new. If you get this screen ever. Considering you won't get it, but yeah. As you can see, there is no cutscene anymore. They got rid of it. And immediately, instead of you being on like the other area, you spawn over here instead.
Press the X button to talk with them.
They changed what it does in the beginning.
Greeting. It was Morik.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective.
There you are.
And also, if you don't know who Farah is, you'll actually need to meet this guy later on when you're a certain level. So...
Good afternoon, Cadet. Yes. Let's see. Interesting. Report to Captain Taggart. He's in the office behind me. You're going to...
Objects you can interact with have a glow around them. Press the X button to interact with the doorbell to notify Captain Taggart of your presence.
Now, what I just did, I did that really fast, but super easy to figure out. Doesn't matter what you do, you don't even have to salute, but... After this door... Now, I have actually found people are, like, very confused about this next part. They get lost. So basically what you want to do is you basically just want to follow Alessa Flores if you don't know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing, but just follow her. She will want to race at the end, which I'm going to be honest is extremely annoying with what I'd have to do. When you race, you actually cannot leave her behind too much. So I'm in front of her, but just follow my lead if you're just watching and you're just playing.
I sometimes forget that Boothby is a hologram. He seems like such a fixture here at Starfleet Academy.
To sprint, press and hold the left stick while
the
moving.
console buys the first round tonight.
Also for the fact that you're not actually supposed to win the race, but whatever. Ha, I won.
Set shoots, it's standard.
Also, you're just barely faster than most people as a Cation. You'll also, if you get a Cation, you'll also notice the pounce ability. I'd always set that up to be your L1 button. Because setting it up to auto is a very bad idea. I learned that when I did that. So you just want to come over to this area right here. She's still following, but... Now one of my friends asked, why don't I get a bigger gun? Because you're a cadet still.
Move to the center of the room.
That's usually what confuses everybody, because all of a sudden now they're in a bigger room that's red.
Press the R2 button to fire your weapon in combat. While in combat, certain actions are disabled. Once you drop out of combat, more detail about ground combat will become available.
This is my ship now. Even though it's a hologram. And if you keep on sitting down, just hold that and hold that to do that. You're gonna realize that the holding the X button is gonna be one of your biggest friends in this game.
Well done, Cadet. Absolutely, yes.
First, I'll let you'll.
So everybody always goes here. Nobody ever follows the arrows when they're starting out, but basically what you're going to do if you're ever lost is you're going to want to press the D-pad, or you could just tap the map if you're on PC with the mouse. But you're gonna want to just go down all the way to the end of this hallway right here.
Okay.
Okay. Then you come over here. Now this doesn't really do anything, but I always like to just inspire, be humble. Oh man, it double clicked. You don't need to even do that, you just gotta run over here. If you want, you can even explore this area. You only actually get to see this area once with your character. You can't even get over there. I don't need a replicator. Those of y'all who don't know what a replicator is, it's basically the food supplies.
Are you ready?
So this, a lot of my friends are confused here as well. But after this little scene, it's still glitchy. They're still fixing it up.
I can't believe we're finally doing
Now, they
this.
didn't actually have as many ships as you see here going around when you first load into it.
The USS Vesta, first of her class. She's got subsystem targeting, a crew of 750, auxiliary phaser cannons, and even a quantum field focus controller. I can't wait to captain one someday. But here's
I could easily captain
our
one,
ship.
but I don't want to.
Miranda class, 200 crew, 2 forward
Oh,
weapon
could have.
mounts,
I don't
1
want to,
aft, average speed, warp 5.0. She's a tough little ship.
So this
though.
little ship
I think I like
that you're gonna get is pretty...
You're the final shuttle to arrive. We need to get to the bridge.
Mirandas that are this, like there are versions of Mirandas that are very tough, such as Tier 6 or retrofit ones. Tier 6X, or experimental.
Name, I have your rec, Captain
Just talk to that person and move on through here. Come through here and enter here. Go to the bridge. Now, everybody likes to just, whenever my friends are doing this, they always just talk to him, and they just press X, which you don't actually really need to pay attention to a lot of stuff people say if you know what to do. But basically, you're gonna come over here, disable these tractor moorings right here. And then you're gonna want to talk to him again.
Potter, take us out. Just checking to...
To sit, press the X button while targeting the chair you wish to sit.
This is the part that people are becoming stupid at. It's that chair, and not this one. This chair here.
Cleared from dry dock, Captain.
Good. Let's start with something easy. Set course for Vulcan.
Course laid in, sir.
Engage.
This is just a tutorial. The music, they should fix this up. We're not in combat yet.
I'm picking up an automated distress call from the SS Reagan. Their warp core is failing, and they require immediate assistance.
Let them know we're on our way. Potter, lay in a rendezvous.
You can't even hear them
Altering course,
talking.
sir. ETA 3 minutes.
They are not responding to our praise.
Keep trying, Travell. Their long-range comms might be down.
Number 1, let's discuss the situation.
An unexpected...
Absolutely not.
Indeed. We also don't know what led to this situation.
Now, if you really
either.
want to seem
It
like
could
you're
have been an
smart,
accident or the results of an attack.
just say shields
What
up,
do you
better safe than
advise?
sorry. And this... It's okay, but just do shields up, better safe than
Raising the
sorry.
shields does seem to be a reasonable precaution.
Indeed. Yellow alert. Raise shields.
Still no response from the break-even.
This is where everything
Scan them.
changed.
Maybe they're unable to respond to our signal.
Captain, our shields are collapsing.
Flores, return fire. Pattern Delta Sierra 9.
Well, there go the shields. Not good. Engineering to bridge.
Go ahead, engineering.
Sir, a partner here. We need help.
And then you're just going to talk to Taggart. It'll basically force you to talk to him. And you go through either one of these little doors. There's one on the other side, but I'm not showing you that. If you want to come down here.
Sorry for the emergency stop. Holding.
Sir, over here! You need to unlock the armory.
Since you're...
Enter the command code.
You just gotta press this.
We should grab rifles to fight up the board.
Open weapon locker.
Hull breach detected on deck. Go to the armory locker in this room and interact with it to get a better weapon.
You got a rifle.
You need to equip your phaser rifle.
Now someone got confused with this. They couldn't get back out.
Under the ship and crew heading.
They're like, what is this? How do I get out? They pulled out their weapon. They just hit. They're like, what do I do? What you gotta do, you just go to your inventory, press L1, make sure you're on you,
Here you can see your
and then
select the
equip
item in the list you wish.
this by tapping on this,
Very
and then
well.
equip it. And then you gotta press triangle to swap it, and let's say you just wanna put it behind you, hold triangle, and then to bring it back out, hold triangle again, or butt the rifle meaning.
Warning. Hull breach detected on deck 6. An object has dropped for you. Move near the item and it will be automatically added to your inventory. Warning. Hull breach detected on deck 6.
Help me.
As a tactical, you're gonna learn that you gotta do damage.
That's good. We still.
Come over here, and then press X, and it'll beam you directly to engineering. I don't know where I am. Oh, there we go.
Your timing is fortuitous, sir. We are making a push to retake main engineering.
Press the right stick to crouch. Crouching gives a defensive bonus against ranged attacks, but increases damage from melee attacks. Life support failure on deck 4.
Oh, okay. Any risk?
Also, the warp core is literally a nuclear
Not
core,
good.
so just saying.
To go now. Plasma bullets.
Think about the Indiana Jones.
It worked! Data, you mad android genius! It actually worked! I love you. Bet you're glad I was paying attention in history class that day. Add plasma bullet.
Number 1.
Go.
You didn't need
See
to
the
listen,
bridge.
but now
We
you
will
gotta come
secure
over
main
here.
engineering.
Take turbo lift to bridge.
The bridge is.
I think. Oh no, they actually put it on the screen this time. Dang. Because last time the break even was here, it was actually just a model sitting outside. It was just a model sitting at blackness, so it was kind of funny.
You have my gratitude.
I owe you. Both of you. Thanks. Nice work, number one. Looks like that phaser training paid off.
Captain, look out!
Now, since your captain's gone, you're the captain. Second officer will always become the captain.
Based on
Now for my main character, Captain Taggart's dead. Well, now he's bored.
Alyssa Flores is now your bridge officer.
Now with that, you're gonna want to just put this on automatic.
And accompany you on away
So
missions on the
hold.
ground.
Hold on.
All deck. I think
Still running.
no risk.
Press up
So
to
when you
increase
first
your
get
ship speed.
your
Press
area,
down
you're
to
gonna
decrease
you're
your
gonna want to
ship
just put this thing on auto.
Use the left
Basically,
stick
hold
to pitch
circle or
downward
whatever it is
upward, as
you
well
gotta
as
do,
to
and then
turn left
for
or
for
right.
PlayStation, press R1. Put it on auto whenever possible, meaning whenever you enter combat, it's gonna put it on auto and fight and start it up. If it's in your quick actions, I don't think it does. But yeah.
helm, full stop. I've stopped us this time, sir. But from now on,
Basically, to move, you just gotta hold the up button or just move or just press it once.
I put together a damage roll. Not enough.
There was a back logic suggests.
bingo! I found some suitable debris in the boneyard nearby. Destroy 3 of those nacelles, and we should get the parts we need.
Now, you're gonna be going pretty slow here.
Press the R2 button to fire energy weapons. An item has dropped for you. Move towards the item to automatically loot it.
Now to stop, you just gotta push it down. To keep moving forward, just push it up. Now, when you're just starting out, it's gonna be pretty slow. You'll learn how to go faster speeds in like within a few minutes of doing this. You're not gonna like how slow it is. Just a warning. As you can see, the tutorial is kind of long. But since I'm kind of just going slowly here, to know what to do, I can't choose like one of my best things, which I could easily do right now. I could just go here and go claim a ship that is basically a god here. But I refuse to do that, so I can do so. Pressing R1 will launch torpedoes. They do most amount of damage when the shields are down. You always want to weaken your shields by pressing R2. And since you don't have any more things in the tactical area, you have to press circle to turn into a high yield torpedo, which is a better torpedo.
Long-range communications are operational, sir. Shall I send the distress signal? Captain, understood. Now in...
It's pretty far out, sir. We should use the ship's full impulse power to reach it. This will temporarily take power from other systems, but vastly improve our speed. Once we drop out of full impulse, the power will return to other systems.
Hold up on the D-pad to activate.
Now
and
you can go
deactivate
full impulse, which you can
impulse.
see is going a lot faster now. But when you enter combat, you have to wait a few seconds after combat
Multiple board
to...
vessels on sensors. These codes do
If you're on your side, by the way, your rear weapon and your fore weapon will fire, but you cannot fire torpedoes. If they're in your aft area, all you can do is fire your little phaser. Stay away from enemies when they're about to explode, because that means you're gonna get caught up in a explosion. warp core
Press the
explosion.
circle button to activate high-yield torpedo.
Which, as you can see, when you saw those, did quite a lot of damage. Will do quite a lot of damage. I'll show you here. I will actually stand next to a ship right as it's about to explode to show that warp core explosions
Captain,
do a lot of damage.
These vessels possess shields.
You could try and get next to this first ship up here, slow down, and show you. Right here. So as you can see, it's a little bit to explode. You got plenty of time, but this is what happens if you're next to it. You'll take damage from the explosion. There's something I like to call the curse of the tactical. Tacticals are last cannons most of the time. Well, yes, they can fly big ships. Oh, this is Nog, if you know who this is. Then congratulations, you watched Deep Space Nine.
I see, right.
Bring.
Another Borg sphere is attacking.
You can hear the actual Borg sphere fighting. I'm still not sure what species that is, but it looks like species that's talking right there. I think that could be. No, that can't be. They don't have horns. It's probably just some random species I made for this. Remember, torpedoes do a lot of damage. Ow. For those who know who this is, well, that should be like 28% of people who watch my videos. I'm joking. Maybe around 75% of the internet knows who that person is. As you can see, it takes a lot to take down a Borg sphere. Boom. Done. That's not the end of the tutorial.
So, the rumors are true. The Borg have returned. We've
That's
got our
Admiral
work cut out
Janeway,
for us.
the USS
Cadet, where's your
Voyager.
Assimilate agreed. Indeed it does. I'll need all the help I can get with this situation. Consider this a field promotion, Captain. Now then, set a course to the
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Now you have shield, emergency powered shields. Photopolux system.
We've arrived in the Pollux system, Captain. I have the Kittimer on sensors.
Someone's
She's
messaging
taken
me.
heavy damage and is not responding to our hails. Your orders?
Immediately just go over here to this ship and then scan it.
Sensors.
This is another area where people get confused. Come over to this
Press right on
gas
the
cloud
D-pad to
over
set
here.
your ship's power levels to have a focus
Scan
on
it.
attack, defense, auxiliary, or speed.
Okay, but yeah, this thing
Indicate traces
I
of
usually have
gamma
a
radiation.
shield.
But there's something off in the readings.
Shields. Come over here. I have most of my focus on defense.
This is Janeway. We're detecting some unusual gamma.
Cannot really
radiation
use that
levels
right now
near
to
your
it being
position.
science,
Try
so we can't press it. Now you're gonna need to go to this one over here.
The multi-spatial sensor array has been recalibrated, Captain.
Picking up a transwarp signature. It's right on top of us. The board.
Fire away,
Board are
destroy
attacking
it.
us as well. Use full
Now,
impulse
this is
to reach
completely
us
different to
quickly.
what it used to be.
Hold up on the D-pad to activate and deactivate full impulse.
It was mostly different. Beginning part is 100% different. This is different quite a lot. Yeah, you are doing this in the original. If you want to watch the original, I think I actually have a video of me playing on the original.
Ship is under attack.
Somewhere. As you can see, it would be very different. Not by too much, but still by a lot considerably. Like, not by too much, by them literally replacing the entire tutorial, basically. They just changed it up
This
in
is
the beginning.
the
and
Kittimer is
there
being
is.
over. I am an emergency.
The Borg will send teams to aid the... I've linked the Iota point to your map. Scan there while we see to the Kittimer.
I'm gonna come over this area right here. Again, kilometer point.
Good. Head for probe number 2.
Kilometer probe.
One last probe, and we should be
You
able
just
to
come over
assemble
here,
all
make a
of the data.
nice little thing.
Send us the data
And
so
then
we can
immediately
begin
start
our
heading
analysis.
towards them. But still transmit the data.
We have our tech.
There is an 88 point. I have 7.
And as soon as you get over here... Hold on.
Borg transwarp signatures detected. All hands, battle stations.
They're firing. I need
I
help.
had to sneeze there. You can also back up, but slowly, but you can back up.
Hold the line. We've beat them before, we can do it again. Remember your training. Start Stop.
Yo, wait, did we just lose the ship? Did the Kittimer just blow up? Oh, it's back. Well, that is the first time I will have that.
Multiple Borg warp signatures detected.
It never actually has blown up like that.
We are the Borg. From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
We're outnumbered. There's no way we can.
Okay, now you only have one spirit out of 5, and also got a 5 on it.
Gather the debris. I want to know where they're going. Concentrate fire on that. Here's how I see it, Captain.
Now you
The
press this
Borg
as
are
your
using the
tactical.
Agreed.
We have to make our way to Vega as soon as we can, Captain.
The second
Shields up.
newbie.
Red alert.
You become one. Resistance is futile.
You need to warn the Vec.
Congratulations,
In sector
Lieutenant.
space, here ships travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place
So
in sector
immediately
space.
after you get that, you're gonna want to put this to where it's your main thing. But immediately after you get into space, you're gonna get some things from that last mission. You're gonna go to your inventory, shipping crew, go down to your ship. Well, you should actually go to you first, considering I'm pretty sure you got some things. Yep. You equip that rifle right there. If you got anything else you can equip it. And you're going to want to equip Flores with that rifle that you originally had. Get a little upgrade. Get rid of her little pistol that she had, considering it is completely worthless. Come on, not just yet. Go to your ship. Equip the new upgraded weapons you got. You got a new deflector as well. New impulse engines. And then same with the science equipment that you get. Just equip those, and those will help you out in the end. And delete these. Or discard them. Hypos, I'll explain to you those later. I don't really use them too much. So basically, press the D-pad, go over to Vega. Just click on it, and it'll automatically start pushing you towards it, or you can hold X, go to primary mission, and then just press travel. Basically, will make you go to it automatically, and you can just sit back, relax while you're waiting to get there. Now, for those who have been playing long enough, there's something I'm going to show you in a little bit that you are going to absolutely need to know about for when you're playing this game. It is a need to know if you're playing. I'm going to show you after this mission. So, and there's a thing that you want to know about and something that you need to know about. I'm going to show you.
We arrived before the Tivrel.
Greetings, Captain. Repeat.
Actually, I can show you it right now. So you're going to be going to your inventory and then go to research and then go to assets. This is the energy credits. That is a need to know about. You're gonna need energy credits a lot. So, energy credits are very useful, very needed. It is actually one of the easiest things you can get in this game. Actually, it is the easiest type of money you can get in this game. Actually, no, it just is. What? Yeah, energy credits it can be used for many things, such as replicators, the main market, otherwise known as exchange. Exchange you can use to exchange credits to other people, who will then use your energy credits for their own wants and needs. You can also buy weapons and tools with it. Now when you get over to this area, you're just going to boost the signal and you're going to get attacked, I think.
Our hailed the transport conduits opening all over the system, Captain. The Borg are here.
You're gonna want to just fight these guys.
The ships are right in the Borg's path. We have to help them.
Target shields have
try and save the fighters. Now, not only would the energy credits be used for exchange and that other stuff that I told you about, it can also be used to have, well, I will use it to have normal players that pass a certain test that I like to pull players who are bad players. If they pass it, then they're not a bad player. They're a good player, and they earn. But energy credits can be used for Dabo as well. Which Dabo you can put your energy credits in. If you win Dabo, instead of getting your energy credits back, you're gonna get GLP, Gold Press Platinum. Which, it's not that big of a thing to get. It's pretty easy. And if you do get Gold Press Platinum, not much you can use it for. There is a Gold Press Platinum store, but usually it's just little cool little trinkets and stuff like that that you can use your character with. And also a few other cool things. You can't buy a ship or a planet with it like they say in freaking Star Trek. Or a moon. Can't do that with your Gold Press Platinum. And then as soon as you defeat those, you want to go to the SS Horizon.
Captain, I have short range.
Immediately, because as soon as you come over here, it's just going to immediately say that.
Captain,
and then
there are civilian ships engaging them.
I believe I can send a message to those ships.
you just want to destroy everything you see here. What that beam you see there does is it basically lowers their shields. Depending on level, it can actually lower them to all the way down, halfway down, 25% way down, or almost all the way down. It basically works like levels in this game. Beam down, just press ready for this. You don't need to select your crew just yet, considering you're very low level. You got like 2 other people and that's it. You know, you got 3 people and that's it. And don't be very picky with that right now. Don't be picky with who you send down right now, considering everybody you send down is everybody you get.
Ships from orbit. Are we too late? Those landing ships don't just carry
here.
drones. They can pump nanoprobes directly into the ground and the atmosphere. We need to hurry. The Borg will be in this area.
See these guys? This is kind of a glitched part. I'm gonna tag them to beam out. This area's glitched. I don't know what the heck is going on with this. But they just follow you around. They do not beam away. They just follow you around.
Leave the gate closed! We have to get out of here!
Starfleet's here. Oh, thank God. Please.
These guys
you
actually
have to help
do
us.
go away, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, those guys are a little annoying following you. Just a coughing on constantly. Take that, go to your inventory, and equip the body armor you get on you and whoever you want to have with it. Open the gate.
Oh no, we're too late.
Come on beam these guys out.
Please, get us out of here.
There, they're gone. So you can't really.
Help, please, anyone, help us.
Beam them.
You're saved. Thank you.
I just realized I don't have my traits equipped. Hold on. So these traits are I'm gonna show you what they do later, but I usually have the stuff in equipping. Alright. There we go. See, the coughing does get annoying.
Be the hell out of here!
This guy you see right here, he's gonna join your crew. Skip through what she's saying. Retrieve this supplies. Now the supplies will vary depending on what you are. If I'm a tactical, I get a grenade. If you are an engineer, you will get mines. And I think you get like a heal thing for engineering, like a science. Now calibrate patterns. So if these guys just follow. These things actually say, hey, I'm waiting for the beam out, but don't do that. Those guys just follow. Talk to her.
Remember when we thought fighting a forest of fears was the worst thing that could happen today?
Well, kind of is.
We need to keep them away from the civilians.
Another group of civilians is beamed to the ship, Captain.
Boom.
Thank you
Done.
for everything you've done.
Glad to do.
All right, Koles, you're gonna see friends who've been assimilated. Don't.
I know the drill. Just never expected any more. I knew that one. We played poker last night.
Look over there! That drone, it's Captain Taggart!
The Borg are activating the transport inhibitor. We need to disable that force field.
Alright, to disable it, you'll see how to disable it. Start shooting the drones.
So, what's the word?
Go here, disable the force field. If you don't,
Evil. I'm gonna go.
if you don't disable it and you defeat, 101. And I even see numbers now. Every number. Just to keep the rest of the board. And then shoot this immediately.
Initiating emergency medical transport.
Sickbay has received Captain Taggart. They are initiating emergency medical procedures.
The ship is transporting anyone they can get a lock on, Captain, but we don't have much time. We need to get back as soon as possible.
Alright, let's go ahead and beam out. I'll be right back though.
We're packed to the brim with civilians, Captain. I don't think we could fit one more soul on this ship. Communications are still jammed, so we can't reach the Renown or the Kittimer. The immediate problem is the civilian ships in this system. Vega's a huge trading outpost. There are always ships traveling here. We need to warn them the Borg have taken over.
Okay. All you gotta do is just do that. You don't have to read any of that. Just skip through it. And you're gonna come over here. Reconfigure.
Multiple probes inbound. I don't think the Borg will
Start fighting. Whoever said Starfleet was only for exploration, they sure got some top ships. Ha ha ha. Starfleet was originally just space exploration, but it turned into a war thing because there's so many wars going on in Starfleet. I wish that there were actually just missions where you just explored, you didn't have to fight. Fortunately, there is no exploration in the game, there's no fighting. With that just said, there used to be exploration in the game, but they kind of removed that, same with being a frigate captain and all that. They just decided, you know what, let's only have... I'm sure that there might have been a few people still doing it, but basically, my dad saying again, people were straying away from it and just wanted to do Starfleet stuff. But it still would have been really fun to be able to do this. And to explore and actually do stuff, not only fight. We got rid of that, and because people just wanted to only fight. I'm not sure they're ever going to add that back. I'm sure people would love to be a frigate captain. You know, I'm pretty sure if you watch some really old videos of this game, from like 12 years ago, it actually could be a frigate captain. I can see people playing frigate captains.
No way to contact them, and I can't tell if they're friend or foe.
Yeah, they got rid of some things I would have loved to do. Just have a peaceful mission without fighting. Space fighting or ground fighting. And by the way, yeah, you gotta fight a giant cube.
It's our time to go out.
One single Miranda would not last against a cube. Sure, they do pretty well, I guess, when we really damage it, but they wouldn't take it down.
Target that cube and open fire.
Good, we got reinforcements.
You've done well. Now let's finish this.
Basically, maneuvers will never get you out of it. With the cube, you want to stay 5 kilometers away from it. Because they're gigantic. You can't really miss a shot. But the reason why is they love tractor beams. The Borg love to use tractor beams. It is their favorite technique. I absolutely hate it. Also, the explosion will get you if you're too close.
Sorry about. Oh, I want you.
Captain Volok.
Just warp out.
I'll see you back at Earth Space Dock, Captain. One more thing. Try not to pick any more fights with the Borg before you get there. I think you've had enough excitement for now. Janeway out.
Okay.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
So, basically what you're going to immediately do is go to the Sol system. That is where you want to go immediately. This will get you pretty close to level 5. But I'm going to show you maybe another 2 things with this. Not too much more. It's gonna take a little bit, so just do something, go get some water, whatever you wanna do. Usually takes around a minute or two, a few minutes to get to Earth Space Dock when you have Warp 5 engines. You can't really do anything yet for this stuff. Now I'm gonna show you something. So for Zen Store, if you have PlayStation Plus and you're on PlayStation, you're going to get these promotion things. You're going to want to go to the PlayStation Store, search up Star Trek Online, and you'll see a lot of these promotional things. Claim them, but you want to claim them on what you're going to think is your main character, so you don't waste it. So this one you get lockbox keys, inventory slots. This one you get some guns. You also get a gun with this one. Gun, same thing as this one, but with a gun. Phoenix Prize Pack, Cobalt. This is Cobalt Pack. That's Vash. You get Tier 6 upgrade, Tier 6 upgrade. Uniform, and then you get a pet with this one. You also get a drone, but the pet's combat pets will fight with you, and then you're also gonna get keys with it for lockboxes. I'll show you what a lockbox is in a little bit. I'm just gonna have to go to my main character for that. As you can see, we are still on our way over. But the closer you get to Earth Space Dock, the more you're going to see players. There's 3 right there. Like when you're like right next to it, you're probably gonna see like 4 just sitting there. AFK. Oh, lag. Oh no, there's another player right above us moving around. Oh, he's actually the same level as us, just 1 level lower. Probably just finished doing a tutorial like we did. Or lost. Probably lost. He's probably gonna want to watch this video later. So, as soon as you get here, press X, travel to Earth Space Dock. So, I'm gonna go ahead and skip this little thing that they put y'all on. You're gonna walk through this little area, follow through here. Well, either side works, but there's another side over there. Talk to Janeway.
You showed now. Don't mention it.
And talk to Quinn.
We have a facing off. Don't worry. And you're under norm. It's time to try something. You will be assigned.
Let's see. You're gonna get a lot of mission things. Real quick. Make sure you finish outfitting your ship with weapons. Keep the shields on. Make sure you don't got anything else up. You got a tactical console, an engineering console. Outfit your crew with everything. Got a new gun? Put it on your crew. As you can see, you got energy credits already. Energy credits, I'm going to show you what they are used for. You can also go down here to this area with energy credits, come to the bridge officer training guy, and buy some things for bridge officer training. Train your bridge officers. I'll show you an example. This is something you're absolutely going to need. Torpedo spread. Buy that. And I don't know if you got enough for it, but as soon as you get that, shipping crew, or if you want to, you just go to crew, options, and then crew stations. You want to get torpedo spread, and then equip it. Now she has torpedo spread and launches multiple torpedoes at once. You can also do it in this little area, but you're most likely not going to need that area for a long while. I'm just showing you guys that for now. Another thing you're going to need is to know where the banks are. This is the bank. You can go to your normal bank, your personal bank. You can go to your account bank. As you can see, I've got a lot of energy credits in there. You always want to have some energy credits in your account bank. And then there's fleet bank, but you need a fleet for that. And then there's the exit button. Over here's a mail thing, which let's say you get some mail. I don't know, you put something in the exchange, you're gonna get it back through mail. Another thing you're gonna want to do, this over here, someone actually asked, how do you change your uniforms to me? I'm just gonna show y'all here. You go over here, this is where you exchange your uniforms, change them up a bit. Let's say you don't want the standard Starfleet look anymore, you want some different thing. I just find it funny that they put a Cardassian here as well, as in DS9. Garrix. You can alter it, you can actually literally change it to not even be a Starfleet uniform. They do a lot of stuff. They don't really care what you wear in this game. Over here, this is another area where there are mail, and then there's also the bank right here. Money to exchange. You exchange, let's say, I don't know, you want... Nope. Oh. Well, ain't that neat. So let's say you want a turret. So you're just going to type T-U-R-R-E-T. Boom. Turret. Search listings. Turrets. A lot of turrets. Unfortunately, you're not really going to find any for lower levels. Oh, wait. I just found one that would actually fit me. Real quickly though, if you are ever getting a chance to get a turret, I would at least try and have one turret on your ship, or have a weapon that is 360. One ship. One on a ship. I'd recommend that, because if if you can't aim with cannons, they aim only forward. Phaser banks most of the time will only aim in two directions, or on the sides. Well, it will only aim on the sides, most of the side, and forward or backward, depending on where the phaser bank is. So really quickly, I'm gonna go access the bank, and I'm gonna show y'all what you do when you get to exchange. So y'all can't do what I'm doing here. So y'all don't have enough to withdraw from your account bank right now. If y'all are watching this and y'all don't know what y'all are doing, I'm just gonna withdraw 70,000. That works. What do I feel like that's like a rich guy's thing? He's like, not too much. Pulls out $70,000. Not too expensive. I'm good. Yeah, when you're a low level, almost... Is that a Jawa? That's like a Jawa. Back to search listings. So when you get a chance to get a turret... Oh man, never mind. Now it'll actually say what level the turrets are. Some of these are captains and stuff like that. Oh, right here. Mark II. Really? Is it that I don't have enough money for? I think it's that I don't have enough. Yeah. Yeah, that is too expensive for that turret. I am not going to spend that much money on that. Now, turrets are you'll usually find turrets to be more expensive depending on the market. Now really quickly, I'm going to show you some things that you would want to buy if you ever decide to get Zen, which I'm going to show you how to get Zen in just a second. You're going to want to come here, see this thing. Okay, I should actually go to my main account for this. My main character. For those of you who are going to be like, you have way too many characters. Yes, I do. But that is useful. I have some just level 11 sitting around, some level 14s, 20s. I even have a few level 65s. You're going to want to try and get most of your guys to be admirals. Let's go to my main account. I'm in a jellyfish ship. So, really quickly, I'm going to show you some things that I can only do on my main account because I can't really send dilithium over to my smaller account without using Zen already. So I'm just going to use the dilithium on my main account considering I have enough to show y'all this stuff. So, Phoenix Prize pack boxes, you don't want to buy too many of them. It's basically a chance thing, same with the lockbox. But when you're a lower level, as you can see, I'm all geared out on this character. You're going to want to be in your inventory for this. So dilithium, you can only refine 8,000 a day, but whenever you get a chance to refine it, no matter if it's just like 20 dilithium or 100 or 8,000, as I said. Refine it. You can't refine more than 8,000 a day. Now there is a dilithium store, and I'm going to show you what a Phoenix prize pack is. I got enough to buy one prize pack. Well, actually, mini prize packs. I just don't want to do that. Be a waste. Considering I most likely won't get anything good out of this prize pack. Yeah, rare prize pack. So basically, you can buy a bunch of stuff out of the prize pack stuff, such as emotes, badges, some weapons, costumes, all that stuff. You can even get ships, but that's an extremely rare thing to get. Because those are past event ships, so you can't really get them anymore. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come down here. If you ever get a rare, you always want to buy a Phoenix Universal Tech upgrade after you're done buying the stuff that you want to buy up here. But, yeah. I'm trying to find a new fleet, somewhat. Doesn't have to. I don't want to have too many players in a fleet. Like, I want to find like a new fleet. Don't got too many players. So if I can find this person, probably ask them about the fleet.
The Vaadwaur.
Don't know where they are, so I can't ask them, and I'm not going to be asking. You'll see a bunch of people wearing different outfits. As you can see, that's not even... Well, that is Starfleet attire. That's not Starfleet attire right there, I think. Never mind, that is. I'm not in Starfleet attire. I'm in Terran attire. Same with this other Cation right here. That's Terran uniform. That's not even Starfleet regulation. Where are your legs? What the... What? But let's say you're like wanting to get some ship stuff. You're gonna want to come over here to ship equipment, starships. You can starship stuff. So you can only buy like some weak stuff, but you can't buy like level 2s or 3. You can buy stuff for other stuff. That's mostly gonna be useful when you're higher level and you're running and you cannot find a weapon that fits that. So really quickly. Just don't pay attention to how OP my ship is. You can always put in stuff for your character. Let's say you get a bunch of outfits. You just come down here, go to change outfit, press any of these. Boom. I'm a duelist. You can also have a sword. That calls down people. Real quickly, I'm going to show you how to get Zen. Another thing you're going to want is Zen. You're going to want to go to Assets, and you're going to want to go to Exchange. The Exchange, you can exchange dilithium for Zen. For example, let's say I want 3 Zen. I don't know why you'd ever want to choose just 3, but you want to go for the cheapest option, which is 370 dilithium for Zen. And then you put 370, right? Yeah. And look, it's 1,100 dilithium. Submit to buy offer. Now you're gonna want to press withdraw. Friends always get confused, but they don't get their Zen because you have to press withdraw. Yeah. Now in this game, there's actually going to be a lot of players who are going to be pretty nice, and there's also going to be players. Hi, Mom. just talking to my mom about something. So yeah, you're just gonna wanna. You don't need to take the pace on this game too fast. You don't. The max level currently and probably for the rest of the game is 65. On top, they don't make it go up any higher because you're gonna need to do a lot more work. But another thing you're gonna want to know about, you're gonna want to know about this, but you need to. Of course, you're gonna need to know about the mission journal. I never really completed those, considering I know exactly what happens during most of them. But this is the campaign event right here. It's a little too late to start doing the campaign event. I don't think you're gonna make it. You're just starting out. This is the summer event. It's past. Can't do it anymore. This is the defense of Pavo. So, it's going on right now. 1 day and 13 hours left. Can't do it anymore. It's a little too late to start it. Actually, a lot too late. Don't want to be able to do it 2 times in the time that I'm making this video. As you can see here, this is also going to be very important, especially starship traits. Now you can get some starship traits pretty easily out of the store, but if you ever get something called a tier 6 ship, never get rid of it unless if you know how to get it back. So most tier 6 ships you can easily get back, but there are a few that you cannot get back, such as lockbox tier 6 ships. You get a lockbox tier 6 ship, well, don't get rid of that unless you're going to sell it for quite a price or you've already got one. Which I'd actually sell it for a price if you already got one. But let's say you get an event ship, you don't know how to get it back, but you delete it, you get rid of it. But let's say you completed an event, so now you're getting an event ship. But you don't know how to get it back. So you're going to want to go to events, featured, and there's an event store and a second chance store. Do not go to those, considering you won't really be able to do much. But you're going to go. The event store is where you spend some of your event tokens. You can't really do that right now. So just go to the event, second chance. I'll show you what that is in a little bit, but you're going to want to just go to reclaim rewards. Boom. These are all the things that you can reclaim are at. I can't claim most of these because I have like a few ships. You can also get some space equipment from this too. Ground equipment. So how you reclaim that stuff. And miscellaneous. Skills, you're going to want to just put a new skill in whenever you level up. You're going to want to put, whenever you get to a level 10, every time, 10, 10, 10. You're going to want to put a new skill in. Now I'm going to show you this person right down here. This is the ship vendor. You cannot get event ships here, my friends. Think you can. You're going to want to go to tier 1 for if you want like little ships, except for this. And there's another ship in here that you can get. I don't think it's actually in this area. Yeah, you're not in here. And you can go to tier 2 ships. This is what you're going to go after. But if you level up to level 20 or level 10, you're going to get called back to Earth Space Dock, and let's say my character I showed you, we're going to get to level 10, you're going to want to get this escort right here. Tactical. Tacticals are mostly escorts and stuff like that, but there's a bunch of types of ships, but this is tier 6 ships. You can buy these with real money, or you can save up your Zen. Zen takes time. But there's also the Zen store, which you can also buy ships at Tier 6 and Tier 5. Tier 5 ships are not as worth getting as Tier 6 ships, unless that there's actually a purpose to getting them, such as the Prometheus class ship. That is a Tier 5, but it splits apart, and if you get a Tier 6 ship called the Hestia class, you can kind of combine the technology between the Hestia and the Prometheus to make a very deadly 3 ships splitting. Like, it'll split up the 3 ships. You'll be the main one, whichever you choose, and then there will be 2 other ships. Now I'm not doing endeavors at the moment, but and you're gonna need to know about reputation. Reputation, it's not that important when you're a lower level because you don't know what it does. When you're a higher level, reputation is gonna be very wanted and important. You get all sorts of stuff from that. And then mail. I'm gonna go ahead and I get rid of that. Not delete, that's right. Get rid of that. This is TFOs. I'll show you what that is in a little bit. Admiralties. You're gonna want to get these to level 10. My Admiralties are all the way done. They are completed. So I have no need to do them anymore. Oh wait. Oh, Tour of Duty, hold on. So, real quick, I'm gonna try and finish the Tour of Duty stuff. Hold on. That's 2 minutes. You want to make it to where it's like the 45-minute ones, or things that'll take a long while, so that when you get on there ready and you don't just have to do it. Check your universe, and then boom, Tour of Duty. You want to do these. I'm only at 6 of 10. I forgot about these. You can get a lot of levels from doing these as soon as you reach around like level like 40 or something like that. Ricing Corvette. This is mostly a tactical, so I'm going to want to put tactical ships in this. Yes, advanced escort. That's not enough. Oh no, that's a science. Boom. There we go. You're gonna want to do these for like the long time. Did not mean to start that, but okay.
Condition Alpha. Repeat. Condition Alpha.
This is science. We're gonna need that science destroyer, and then now these won't mess with the ships that you're currently using, so don't worry about whatever you put in here. I'm just showing y'all that right now. And then there's gonna be another thing that you're gonna start doing when you're somewhat lower level duty officers. Assignments. These can get you some good stuff or some okay stuff. Is begin. Just start some. If you think it looks important, start it. But if it's like, I got it. Like you have it, might as well do it. Yep, I can do that. And after it stops letting you begin them, it's probably 'cause you're at full. Yep, 20 is the max I can do. So basically, as soon as you're done with that, Reputation, you're going to want to do task force operations for, but I'm going to show you a quick task force operation. This one shouldn't take too long to start. Since I can't find them, I'm going to go ahead and decline this. I don't want to find a big fleet. I want to find a somewhat starting fleet, but also a non-starting fleet, like one that's been going for like a month maybe. One that's not too big. There's two types of task force operations. Where is your legs? Don't know what type of glitch they use, but okay. But as soon as you get that, you're gonna want to do what I kind of did there. Hold X and ready up. Make sure you got the right ship you want selected. Make sure you have everything you want equipped on your ship to be equipped. Let's see. I need another engineer here. Monica, you the one that has it? Yes, you are. Boarding party. Hackathon beam. Swap that out with unstable. And deploy construction wing. Oh wait, you've got an unstable warp bubble. You can use Hackathon beam there, and what do you got? I need to go get a real quick engineering thing. Oh! Too slow for that, but the ship you're gonna see is mostly an engineering ship, so you're gonna be, also you're probably like, what the frick is that thing? Yeah, I'm in a flying saucer. A big one. Oh, someone else is too. A very big flying saucer. Oh shoot. Just realized I didn't start a party. Should probably start one. Okay.
This is the Kobayashi Maru.
There we go. So, yeah, you're always going to start a party. You can't hear them anymore now since you're out of there. I'm the only engineer on this team, and we've got one science. I want to come over to this area. Now, you don't need to go do what they're doing. I'm just going to show y'all. This ship is one of the laziest ships to play as for a really big reason. This is one of the most OP ships in the game. Probably just can stand, like, say, AFK for most of the game. Something blew up. Throw the flash from my eyes. I want to activate these. How many of these guys do you think didn't participate in the event? I think people thought this ship would be pretty much useless, so they didn't participate in it. But oh dear lord, were they wrong. This is one of the biggest ships in Star Trek Online that I have seen, and one of the most impressive ships. It's called the Kendrian Defender, which, if you guys don't know what that is, a Kendrian is basically a jellyfish. There's a reason for that. Snerdarian or whatever. Kendrian. I just call him Kendrian. Kendarian or whatever.
picking up multiple enemy signals.
Which this is why.
Get ready.
This is one of the most OP ships in the game. This is why. Just sit here and be lazy. Sit back and relax. Okay, so basically this ship is one of the most OP ships. Sometimes the enemies will come through that side or that side. This is the laziest ship you could be because I literally am not holding the controller right now. I'm not touching anything, look. I'm clapping. You can literally eat when you're playing as this ship. Because it just sits here, never moves, and just does this. Yeah, as long as you don't get pulled by a tractor beam, you're fine. Which, since they're Terrans, in this match, you won't have to worry about being pulled by a tractor beam. It's the Klingon ones that I hate. I do not like the Klingon ships in this one, because they always have tractor beams that pull you closer. Now this ship is basically a straight up engineered ship. Now a few more things while I'm just sitting here. These skills, so if you're an engineer, you're gonna want to unlock basically all the engineering space skills. But you're gonna have to have to unlock some science and some tactical to get to the commander skills. And you're gonna actually have some space points left over, space skill points left over. Just split them between tactical and science. You'll be fine. Ground skills, I chose this since I'm more interested in shielding and stuff. Health. This stuff, personal space race, I have what I like equipped. Don't know why I have two of these equipped. Can't mess with that. When you're in red alert, you can't really mess with anything. There's also a bunch of things you could do, such as switching ships. You cannot really do that when you're in this map, though. Or when you're in combat, you can't do that. A few other things you're going to do is you're going to want to put every fuel ability you have on automatic. So let's say you get hazard emitters, put that on 50% health. That's basically one of the last resort things. Let's say you have engineering team, put that on 75% health. When you're getting really low on health, then it'll heal you, and only then. Cannot put this on automatic. I'll show you what that does if I get too low health. And then there's also another one, but that is only for engineers to get, called Miraculous Repairs. I just call it Miracle Repairs. It is a miracle to have if you're an engineer. When your health is lower than 25 is when you actually want to set this thing up. Put brace for impact always. Shields. Put up health. You might always want to do health whenever that goes down. Maybe your back shield's perfectly fine like mine is, so that is never going to activate. So put everything on health stuff. And also, in case all your shields go down, it's gonna basically repair when you're at certain health. Basically, when your shields are basically down. and your health is, let's say, it's pretty good, like 70% health, you're fine, you won't need it, but immediately it just activates it and does it. As you can see, I'm mostly an engineer. Now for tacticals, you're always going to want to put your tacticals such as spread, torpedoes, and scatter, cannon, volley. Cannon, scatter, volley. You're going to want to put those on automatic. Because the second you enter combat, it's going to do it. Never go out of the jellyfish mode. Never do that. Never go out of it. Because it takes 2 minutes to reactivate the jellyfish. Which is 2 minutes of your ship being exposed. You can lose a lot of health from the jellyfish, but the jellyfish will slowly heal up your allies. Now, I know some of y'all are probably going to be like, that's a fake ship. Look up the Canadian Defender, whatever it is. I hate those things in Ark. I hate the jellyfish in Ark. This is just a jellyfish defender, whatever. It's super slow too, so you actually do need to go out of the mode to move around. But you can just sit here like this and it'll do it automatically.
Heads up, the enemy flagships are coming to attack.
So you can see, they made a mistake by not being jellyfish. That's the engineer's technique in this map. Put up a shield for the satellite to use. I'm gonna be right back. As you can see, this is a very powerful ship. I was gone for what, like 2 minutes there, and I'm still going. Just stay AFK with the ship out. It just goes automatically. As soon as it enters 10 kilometers range, it just starts firing and firing and firing. Now, if you see they are getting very close, I would activate anything you can use to get them further away. I'm using this. Space tornadoes, go! Oh, they're going to blow up right next to me. Ooh, that actually did quite a lot of damage. Warp core destruction, a lot of damage. Whoever that guy is, he might actually be a newer player. I'm gonna really quickly check. Yeah, well, I'm gonna really quickly see if this guy would like some help with this game. Cannot see that. Let me check. Oh yeah, he's not that new. But he's new. He's not using a tier 6 ship, that's how I know he's probably kind of new.
Well done. We'll continue to ready our defenses here. If they come back, we'll be ready for them. Keeping Pavo safe is important. You've done a lot today to make that happen.
So in order for that, we just gotta press, when we're done, just choose your reward. I'm gonna go back out of Jellyfish for y'all, just show you what it looks like. Boom. That's it. And then, leave map. That's exactly what a TFO is. You work with a team of a bunch of people, and boom. That is helping you people out in Star Trek Online. Okay, that's gonna end off this live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. Well, guys and girls. I still don't know what to call y'all, but I just keep calling it Chill Army, so I'll keep going with that until we figure out something else. By the way, Chill's still going good. He's still happy. Alright, so, and that is how you play Star Trek Online, basically. I forgot to show you ship selection, but I'll do that next time, considering I have to continue working with that other character, so I can show you everything I need to do. This has been going long enough. It's getting off this live stream. Hope y'all enjoyed. And good night, day, afternoon, wherever you are, or watching this, or time.